Alrighty, everyone, we have a beautiful battle on our hands. It is a 4v4. We have the Fatimids over here. We have the Rus, Eastern Roman Empire. Is it 4v3? I think it's a 4v4. Where are they? There it is. The Liao as well. Here, they were hiding from me. On the other side, we have the boys here, basically France, Charlemagne's boys. Continuing there, we have the Song Dynasty with that large onager. We have the Lachamids, which is just a completely base game faction, not used in this mod that we're using. Thank Honoris for his mod. Where is our last boy? There it is, the Umayyads, the bunch of Tabarduria. Yeah, they have Tabarduria, which we'll zoom in on in a second. Obviously, we have some of those more vanilla troops, but where are they? Here they are. Varangian Guard here. Those beautiful boys. And I believe these are the Sukutoi, which was also added in. Let's see. Oh, we obviously have the Druzina Foot Guard. Axe and sword, axe and shield, as well as... There we go. These should be more foot guard here, as well as those noble archers. Elephants, of course. These guys are pretty interesting. These are the chosen guard. So they're bow and great axe. Those are fun units there. Those are the Fatimid's chosen guard. And I'll just end it on the best unit to zoom in on, the most professional unit. Look at this line of rice farmers. I know, you all fear it. But what we're going to do is just get this party started off of here. And see you in the battle. Alrighty, everyone. We are getting this party started. Nice little Attila video with the mod for Honoris. It's the 1100 mod for Attila. Basically... updating some factions, grabbing some people from the 1100 times, updating some other armies that are base Attila, such as the ERE, which is why I hope the attackers win, and not because of this Fatimid build with 2 elephants on attack. Now, there is going to be an elephant v elephant fight, it looks like, and that makes me happy. Speaking of things that make me happy, this looks like it's going to be a big sally out, which of course also makes me happy because I love it when wild shit occurs.
Should we aid them?
No, you should not aid them. But it is nice that we do have a little Attila replay here, even if it is modded. And Honoris did bring it in. But speaking of Honoris and Attila, perfect segue as you can see. The real Romans have won their have won the pool for the historical total war, which means it is an ERE campaign on Attila, where I learn, which the first episode is out, and you can just see all the hope drain from my face when I remember why I don't play the ERE on Attila. But I am playing the Eastern Roman Empire, and Honoris is playing the Elens, the Cataphracts boy hordes. But interesting. So big sally out here. A lot of the ERE getting into position alongside of the Liao dynasty with the Spearmasters. He brought a little... Eastern Roman brought, honestly, with the Varangians, he brought more sword and shield than I normally would bring. I normally like to bring the Dane axes, because one thing ERE has is pretty solid holding infantry. I always find it to be better to run some shock infantry that's going to do some real damage. And get them to shatter upon you. That's right, I like men to shatter all over me. Ooh, what do we got here? Rice farmers charging out against desert tribesmen. God. That's hilarious. Honestly, not too bad of an engagement here. I mean, they are definitely losing, but it's not losing too bad. I mean, they're going to have to get out of there. Yeah, and this is where they'll start really losing. Yep, they got another charge in, and ooh, a better charge in this time. And are they going to drop under 100 men? Oh, they're at 100. Yep, they dropped to 99. Elephants coming out to cause some chaos. See how they handle this. Oh, nice. They cycled off. They weren't going to take that charge, but instead it looks like they're going to be fighting some elephants. Elephant battle. Got a volley in. Here we go. Here we go. This is what you all came here to see. I hear throat singing in the background. That's what you need on an elephant charge. Now this is going to take a little bit, but from the looks of it, I mean African elephants versus armored African elephants, I imagine the armored ones are going to win. But on this sally out here, we got camel lancers from the good old Lachamids, along with, it looks like, the king himself, King Radif. And from the Umayyad, we have some Umayyad lancers, which is shock cavalry compared to those. Actually, these are shock cav too. Though there is a very heavy melee cavalry hiding in there. 7 Tabaderia, which are axe infantry. Are they great axe? Let's find out. Yes, they are. 2-ended axes. Though those axes do look a little small. But hey, not everyone can have the right sizes in the right places. Not like the ERE with those Dane axes. It happens. It's a performance issue. You know, they can't get it up as hard. But hey. Just like your girlfriend always tells you, the size doesn't matter. It's how you use it. But the rice farmer's coming on out again. Ooh boy. Getting a nice side charge into these boys. The numbers are starting to drop. Yeah. Over here, it looks like the other elephants did lose. It looks like they lost 2 on this one. And they fully lost theirs, yeah. Actually, more aggressive of a loss than I was expecting. I was expecting to be a little closer, but hey. It is what it is. Yep, looks like the COD is forcing them back in. For here, not seeing anything too crazy. Looks like a bigger push with these desert tribesmen here. As some more of the more elite infantry that collared my head from the Fatimids are coming on in. Some of those desert guards are moving up. With this, the wall is taken. They don't really want to go face off against this palace guard. I don't blame them. Palace guard is scary, and you don't want to take that tower because that will kill the unit by the nature of them blowing up. Looks like they're trying to destroy a fort wall. And I'll be honest, even if this sally out just goes back home and leaves, this has been very good for them. Because what that essentially does is very nicely locks them in. A lot of their army, so the whole of the ERE army and some of that, Liao army, the Mongols, basically. The Proto-Mongols. Get locked in. But we do have something interesting. We see, even though they're not the most elite, the Liao's kingless Khanids fighting off against a horde of rice farmers. So what looks like professional soldiers against some rice boys.
The enemy has destroyed our siege equipment.
Oh no. Right, before that charge goes off, let's see how it's going over here. Pretty solid stalemate. Those Arbalists, I'm sure, are getting some nice kills. Yeah. And that volley got them 3. How much is this one going to get?
The walls are destroyed. The defenses are no more.
Yeah, but it looks like the archers are able to fire on them. Let's get over here as the infantry and cavalry start to move around. Looks like a heavy left-hand flank from the Umayyad Lancers. They are fighting some Spearmasters, so we'll see how they do. Spearmasters themselves are pretty nice spear units, and are really good against cavalry, but they don't have any formations, which might be a downside on them, which might make the Legio a bit better to have just that testudo formation. A nice stationary testudo, which helps them against cavalry as well as gives them a lot of mass. Oh, is it beginning? Is it beginning? Because these guys are getting into position. Oh, he brought Trebs. Trebs are super inaccurate. They've been added in, but they have a lot of range. Umayyad Lancers taking some fire, coming on in. Ooh, that was a hell of a tear through here. One of them getting through partially. Well, that's not a good idea. There is a Magister Militum here, and Magister Militums are a very good unit. But they're trying to break through with that cavalry, trying to get to that that army. Those, what is it? The elite Ballistardi. They're not going to get very far, to be honest. See, unlike the small axes of the Tabaderia, here are men with real axes. Real size. But those Umayyads are dropping pretty fast. So despite the damage that these guys have taken, they've done a lot of good damage on their side. Magister Militum put in a lot of work, nearly at 70 kills. Honestly, they could have coordinated that a bit better with the rest of his shock infantry. I'm sure he was expecting to do that, but what you should have done is run that charge at the same time your boys here running in. Force a real panic moment. That Treb with 9 kills, but they have burnt a lot of the city down, so if you take a look here. 4% settlement damage, so they're starting to lose some morale, some melee attack and melee defense for the defenders. Oh god, they're going to try for a point-blank Treb. But Trebs are super inaccurate, as you saw from that one shot, that shot. You don't really want to fire with it. Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, don't fire with the Trebs at point-blank, where you have any remote possibility of hitting your own men. But those Pila going on in, because they are Pila, they are Roman. I don't know where they're shooting at. Oh, they're shooting at the general. Yeah, good luck with that. Those Protectores Domestica, or Domestici, are getting their asses handed to them. That unit of the Camel Lancers, the Shock Cav, getting into those elite Ballistarii. Good job on them. Getting up to over 20 kills immediately, which is really good for some light shock cavalry. But over here, a lot of the left-hand flank is collapsing on this Tabaderia. Tabaderia are still very tough units, so good luck breaking through them. I'll be honest, I'm pretty sure even the Varangian Guard with Sword and Shield, yeah, they're going to have a lot of trouble against them. A lot of times that's what tends to happen with that shock cav. Magister Militum racking up more kills, already up to 73. Cutting through some of those Camel Lancers. With the Armored Camel Warriors going on in. This is the melee cavalry. Just overwhelming their way through. Already up to 60 kills. Holy shit. Over here, it looks like the Rus Swordsmen are finally trying to hold back some of these Sanai that have flanked around. And it looks like these boys are trying to face off against the Emperor's Will, which is going to give them a tough time. Emperor's Will, very tough, very well armored faction, or spear unit in spear wall, which increases their defense. And those song crossbows that have such a high rate of fire are just firing. Let's see how the volley does while we see the sally out in the background. Oh. There you go, decent amount of kills. They were at 37, they're at 45. But over here, those Tabaderia still causing some problems. Same with those Armored Camel Warriors. They're already at 114, and they're just racking up kills. Billmen there, don't want to charge into them. Those Tabaderia, 205, 116. They're starting to drop, but they've done more than their fair share of damage. This is what I mean. This is a very dangerous sally out. The Tabaderia are scary. It's not about the size of the Dane axe or size of the axe. It's how you use it. Those camels right into that Domestori. Those camel launchers are running at 160. Damn, there are some real good numbers here. Honestly, the only ones that were a bit of a letdown were the Umayyad Lancers, and I think the only reason they were is they did charge in a bit too early, in my opinion. Hopefully that still makes this sally out worth it. We'll see it in the end. 230 kills before they broke. And even then, they're not fully shattered. They can come back. Just crazy to think about. We haven't been looking at much over here. They've been trying to retreat there. They got their onager through. Honestly, this large onager, I don't like bringing this unless they're sitting in the inner keep, because these are not going to deal with bridges very well. Maybe if they were going this way, it might be a different story, but they're trying to cross this long bridge. I don't know if they'll be able to make it with the speed they're going. But it looks like, yeah, this flank has been completely secured. Not a lot of melee infantry left for Fatimids, but remember, he split his forces here and here, as you can kind of see. And he also brought 2 elephants. This final unit is breaking. They have 273 kills, and they are out. I just saw 69 kills. It's now at 70, but good for him. Over here in the middle, there is a pretty heavy push. Over here on the flank, it looks like these boys have taken some real damage. Might have been the Billman. No, the Billman just came in, it looks like. I don't know what caused all that damage. Those Ruse Swordsmen did get 100 kills. They probably got them a little out of position. Alright, cavalry charge coming in. Nice initial cavalry charge from the Umayyad guards, but it was a trap, it looks like. Those Kalamen are coming in, and they're going to catch up to that Umayyad. It's going to stop them from moving through, and going to cut them down, it looks like. Yeah, look at that number dropping. This has become very dangerous for them. To be honest, if they were going to charge through, I don't know what they'd aim for. Druzina Foot Guard, good luck. With that, they are pulling out. They're down to half strength men. But those Sanai are coming in to try to keep them safe. So, fun thing, he didn't notice it, but he forgot that there are no torches on here. He was trying to break down the wall and lost a unit that way. You can see all the dead as he tries to break down that wall. These boys, decent desert tribesmen coming in, trying to get to the onagers, and it is over for them. They're going to pull off and try to run away, but from what I recall from this battle, because this was streamed on Joe's channel, I didn't participate, but I did hear a little bit of it going on while I was doing other stuff, that they don't get back on after they get off, because they can't get into position. We got some Druzina Foot Guard, 61 kills, pretty full health, going on in. Now, this is just a lot of ranged fire. Now, there's a lot of friendly fire, too, but this is just 1, 2... I think it's 3 there. 4. I think it's like 5 or 6 units of archers just firing into that. Yeah, 5. Over here, the Emperor's Guard is finally breaking, but they have 245 kills. This song crossbow are at 80. This one's at 173. The one that broke earlier, I think, had like 200 something, from what I remember seeing. Like, it's insane. These Al Raim are going to lose real hard. These other Al Raim get into position. These guys are dropping down very fast against the Sinai, but the Sinai are pretty solid, and they're being aided by some crossbowmen. Not the Arbalists. Looks like the Arbalists are trying to stay alive. Keep their ammo. Now, I will say, a lot of this is testing, so you'll see, so in this one, he nerfed crossbows a bit, and he wanted to see if they were enough, as well as some other minor changes, so we're just testing it out. 20 minutes left. It's pretty solid. It is slightly in the attacker's favor, which is not something you want to see when they bring 2 elephants. But, I mean, this is a hell of an inner keep they've got here. And some nice choke points they can run with. I mean, like, there's Palace Guard Garvin in this one. Good luck trying to get anything through these large onagers, but, I mean, that's obviously not worth it. Over here, ooh, look at that, Druzina. I mean, they're getting shot to death. But hey, they're breaking through. Gonna cause them to panic, gonna cause a lot of their archers to refocus, deal with that, giving them more time to get some boys into position here and kill. Yep, 74 kills now. Some of that, oh, look at that. Those are Shatelai, which are basically Shotils going on in and cutting them. Obviously, amazing armor piercing with the Shotels. 20 armor piercing. Oh god, that is scary. Over here we have some of that Kalaman against, looks like lining up against some of that Palace Guard. Now the question is, can it be maintained? Because for me, it doesn't look like there's a lot of infantry in the center for the defenders. And if they can break through here, well, they're going to either have to cycle men here or move them here. That's going to leave something open. Looks like the Legios have broken through. That large onager. Some more of the Emperor's Will trying to do their best to fight back. They're definitely winning just because of the difference in size. We do have some of the Elite Balisardiae coming around, trying to do some damage. But with this, there's a lot of openings here, and they're going to start exhausting a lot of their ammo against this. There's still Druzina Foot Guard here. Still 3 more units of Druzina Foot Guard outside. Some Varangian Guard with Dane Axis, some more of those Legios. Some more Ducal Guard. And some Ducal Guard. Oof. But over here, we have the Palace Guard in their spear wall formation. Hold them back against these boys here. Those crossbows going, or those archers going in to go eliminate some of these crossbows. Trying to do what they can. Nice fire.
Our men are wavering. The men are running, cowards.
But it looks like this corner has been retaken, as those the Scutorioi coming on in. Trying to hem up that gap. They're pretty solid units, so they'll do some pretty good damage. But they're not, I don't think they're on the par of that Emperor's Will right there. The Shotalai are still cutting down. It's the enemy. Over here, oh boy. These boys are beating those Palace Guard. Looks like there is fire coming in on them. Over here we have the Spearmen. Now they're not the strongest, but they can put some pressure when it's time. Once that unit of swords commits. And we do obviously have those elephants as well to do some real damage.
The men are broken and running for their lives.
Yep. Keep pushing. This choke point is a hell of a pain, but it looks like oh yeah. I mean, we have some Kurdish archers here, but a lot of those elite archers. Some more of those Kurdish archers, they're dropping. This might be the moment they're waiting for, especially with that archer supremacy. Start getting those archers and ballistas into position, or crossbows into position, and get ready to fire. Fenders don't have much left in the way of ammo. When we have one unit of Song crossbows over here with 97 kills. They're really healthy, but Song crossbows are scary.
A unit is running from the
Nice, we
enemy.
some of those Legio coming around. And the elephants have broken through. Oh no, oh no. They didn't have enough men in their formation, and that palace guard is gone. Keep going, keep going. 114 kills. This might be a big turning point. They were... Honestly, those defenders actually were putting up a hell of a fight, but this one might just... Let's just say this might turn the tides of the battle. They're up to 245. Yep, they're going to have to retreat. They can somehow run through that. That's a hell of a fucking miracle. That is magic right there. Elephants are magic, and that's going to just save them a lot. More of those elephants are dropping. They're getting into that formation, running rampant. They're at half strength, but hey. They're at nearly 400 kills, and they just passed it. With all these formations broken and this building actually not existing. Boy. And now some Magister Militum getting in. Oh no.
One of our units has gone berserk.
And now the elephants are berserk. They're not going to retreat. They're going to actually just stay in there until they die. Right in the enemy formation, and that is it. I think they were at 478 when they fully broke. But that is this corner now taken. Oh no. Which means now that these boys who still have ammo can move up and pressure this formation here. Especially with those Varangian guards with Dane axes cutting through these boys. They're trying to hold them into position and kill as many as possible. Because infantry-wise, they don't have too much here. Is what I would say, but they still have Druzina Foot Guard and 2 units of Dugals. Yeah, what general fell? Maybe the Sumiad Guard Cavalry, I don't know. Oh yeah, it was the Sumiad Guard Cavalry. Looks like they charged into that, and a lot of them are dying now. Those Desert Guard and those more Desert Guard are trying to hold out. That Arbalist is luckily out of position. They're trying to kill that Arbalist. If they kill that Arbalist, they can get the elephants into the flank. Yeah, honestly though, this is going to be very bad for them. I mean, those Varangians just got fucking nuked. There are 247 kills, so maybe big axes means you can do a bit more. Even under that withering fire. Those crossbows at 114, they're just firing into the side of those Druzina Foot Guard while that Emperor's Will tries to hold. That Varangian is making a mad dash in. They do get one last charge, and it looks like they did manage to pop rapid advance. They can get headhunted and just become unbreakable for a little bit. That would be amazing. But I don't think they will be. Not before they die. I wanted to see them get 300 kills, but I don't think they will. 284 or 285 before they broke. Hold on. Are those elephants in the formation again? Oh my god, the elephants are back in a formation. Oh no. Those Arbalists pulled back. Maybe because they're getting shot. Maybe because I saw the writing on the wall. But they just left this entire side vulnerable. These elephants are just going to wreak havoc. "71 kills for that ballista." Yep, go fire Arbalist. You need to. You need to kill those elephants or just drive them crazy. Oh, everything there is pretty much gone except for the general. And those elephants look like they're pulling out of that fight. No, they're charging. Go in there, elephants. They only have 339 kills. That's already 700 kills with the elephants. Yeah, this fight that was even for a minute ago is now is starting to turn into the attacker's favor. But remember, despite it still going closer to the attacker's favor, they could still very well switch back over with how defensive some of these positions are. And I'm sure that cavalry is just trying to get as much into that position as possible. Stop them from going berserk. If that general's in now. That Magister Militum has been putting in work. Look at that. He's at 300 kills. This is what I love about him. Do those Fatiman Chosen Guard have fucking axes? They do, and they have bigger axes than the Tabaderia, or they're just smaller men. But a lot of the attackers are running low on ammo. Those Song Crossbows. It's really the Song Crossbows that are left that haven't retreated. Some of the Kurdishes are still there. That Juzina Foot Guard is taking some difficulty. The King there is trying to push away. He'll be able to get out. He's got that flank cornered. These poor Druzina are just being shot left, right, and center. Those Song are out of ammo with 255 kills. I mean... But this corner's going to break. This center's going to shatter real fast. Honestly, if I was him, I would hit with the Legio Commanders. But I think those Khan Guard are just firing in. But over here, with the elephants and the cavalry, he's trying to hold out. The cavalry is... or the... these boys of the Emperor Guard are in their Testudo formation, which is going to hold very nicely. Formation they were broken out of, but there was no charge in, so they're going to just be able to cut them down. Especially with these Song crossbow firing coming in. Those are repeating crossbows. Oh, the elephants are broken through. Yep, because they're no longer in that formation. Go, go, go. I mean, there's two left, one left. And it's berserk. And it's dead. Over here, we have the Khan's Guard getting right into... Oh, those Emperor's Guard did not get into formation. I thought that's a good news and not grave news. I was like, shit, man. I know you might not like them. Yeah, it's that Khan's Guard that did end up dropping. That Khan's Guard doing pretty good, 263 there. But I mean, the Chad Malister Militum is still higher than them. But yeah, this center is about to buckle. The Emperor's Guard and the Emperor's Will, they've had to hurry back up over to their corner. Because we still have two... We still have one heavy ducal guard. Oh gosh. Don't mind the yawn. Over here, infantry-wise, not much, but we have these archers getting into the fight. And those Fatiman's Chosen are doing some real damage. I would have pulled them out and at least fired all their volleys first. But to be honest, with the crossbows, it might have been a bit difficult.
Their tower has fallen. Good news.
Well, those broken. I'm pretty sure that killed a few boys. On both sides. Numbers-wise, what are we looking at right now? Oh, it's not going to tell me. But he... Oh, look at that Emperor's Will. He's done it. He snaked. He's getting in. Same with the Emperor's Guard. I mean, I don't know how they'll handle a single unit Ducal Guard. Be honest, probably not the best, because there is now two units. And this one managed to get around that corner real well.
down their weapons and are fleeing.
That Duke Guard is just killing and chilling. Consguard is trying to break a unit of the Socii or the Shotels. And honestly, I'm just seeing archers assault the formation. Oh no. The general's dead. It said your general's dead, so I don't know which unit, where his general was, but I'm assuming it got shot. That probably got shot by arrow towers. Charlemagne's legacy in. These boys are popping steady and headhunt. And just headhunt. Yeah, headhunt and steady. Steady and headhunt. Seeing if they can at least cut down some of the Charlemagne's legacy and the Emperor's Guard. These Legio Comite Rares might prove to be too much to handle. Yeah, we have 5 minutes left, so we'll see if they're able to hold it back. I mean, it looks like they have some pretty decent-sized infantry units left. Yeah, 1. I saw 2. There is another gate they can start moving through, and if that is the case, they might be stretched a little thin. But with that back pretty much breaking down, get the healthier unit here, get the weaker unit here. Go support. See what you can do. Yeah, I'm trying to think, but I don't think there's any real mobility left. There's a small unit of, no, that's a healthy unit of cavalry. Oh no, that's you seeing a cavalry still healthy. That's dangerous. But Song Crossbow's getting right on into that Ducal Guard. Well, how are the sizes of these guys' axes? So is it just the Tabaderia that, have unnaturally small axes? This, it looks like the towers are still holding for the defenders, but the Emperor's Guard is not winning that fight anymore. Those Kalamen are very dangerous boys, it looks like. Well, that's breaking. Big volley fire into those Song Crossbows. There's just a lot of archers left. I mean, infantry-wise. I don't think I'm seeing any infantry units on the attacker side. It's all ranged. It's crossbows, it's archers. The last unit of infantry is about to break right here. They have done a lot of damage on that Emperor's Guard, but now there's a healthy Charlemagne's legacy. So the really big point of breaking through is breaking through this unit of Emperor's Guard while keeping the pressure up onto the center, which means maybe sacrificing more archers. Yeah, numbers-wise, attackers obviously have more numbers than they have ammo. I don't know who will win. Like, this is dangerous in general, just for the attackers, just because they lack so much front line. But the defenders are going to just take a focus volley anytime they move in. If they had something like a mobile testudo, that might be pretty nice. Yep, that's what you need to do, fire into those while that cavalry tries its best to break through. Down to like 30 men. Damn. Yeah, 35 men. That's going to be really big. Charlemagne's legacy is 167 kills, and he still has 124 men left. That is insane. Yeah. Oh, did he? Is that Greek fire from the Greek fire thrower? Hell yes. Friendly fire is the name of the game. You can kill the enemy. Who cares if some of your men die?
The enemy are losing ground.
Ooh. I want you to know that unit of Charlemagne's legacy was actually very healthy. Over 100 men when he fired his 2 volleys. But that might just mean it's the end, yeah. There's now no infantry left. There maybe is that one unhealthy unit over here, but I mean, it's pretty much over. Song crossbowmen are going to do as much damage as they can. They are fast fire boys. And they're at 104 kills. They still have half ammo. And he's prepping to go fire in. Oh no. Oh, poor boys. Oh, he's doing a sally in. He's just charging. Ended with honorable melee combat. Consguard versus Song. Those Song crossbowmen are losing. Pretty hard despite having more men. Alright, with that, it is an attacker's victory. They were able to hold out. Let's see how they did. Well, not hold out, but assault the city and win in the end. Alright, well, normally we have to wait, but, well, I think we do, because I don't think I can hover over anything and get details. Nope. Just waiting, just waiting. Right, I have a question for you all. What do you think? Who do you think was the biggest? What do you think was the biggest blunder or misplay so far? Honestly, I don't think there was a big one anywhere. Might have been one in like how he repositioned the center, but I think the biggest one might have just been the Umayyads not pushing in with the rest of everyone. I don't even think it was the Umayyads on that one. That was the no, it was the Umayyads. Okay. So, for example, for the Fatimids, we've got some of those delicious crossbowmen. Not crossbowmen, gosh darn it. Delicious Fatimids chosen guards. Those are archers with axes. That's what was throwing me off. I wanted to say Dane axes, then I was thinking archers as well, and it became something horrendous. But yeah, those are the archers. Chosen guard. We have some desert tribesmen as well. Those chosen guard got 184, 180. When it comes to some of these Catalan, we have 144 and 138 in kills. Elephants wise, we got 357 and 477, which is insane. Some of those desert guards, which are archers as well, with axes, are 168 and 186. So that is some pretty impressive numbers they pulled. All right, next up we have RD with Liao. That Khan's guard got 286. Hey, some of the spearmen went 181 and 100. I have these Yonda Spearmasters as well. I have 3 of them, one of them getting over 100 kills. I am dying slowly, don't mind me. I will be right back when I'm no longer dying. Alright, I definitely didn't need a nap, and I have no fuck idea where I am. I think I went through the Liao, so we're going to start from there. From these Kangless Khanids, we do actually have some one guiding 205, 140, 124, and 150. Also have some dismounted beautiful Consguard at 142, 172, 176. Nice. Propane, bring the ERE, the best faction in the game. That Magister Militum got 333 kills. That is insane. Infantry-wise, those Dane axes got 284. And those crossbows 109, 126, and 69 right there. That's right. For Rosefall, he was playing the Rus. Druzina Cavalry got 114. Looks like 110 there. 188, 242 for those Rus swordsmen. Some real numbers. 112 for Billman. Druzina Foot Guards 112, 130, 175, 119. Those Dooku Guard 333 and 221. Holy shit. Rus Noble Archers here 170, 151. Joe playing the song. So now that we've gone through the Russians and the Mongolians, let's go to the Chinese. 139 on that unit of Emperor's Guard with the General. Some of those Emperor's Wills 160 there. 297 on that Emperor's Guard, 157 on that one, 169, 298. I mean, those Emperor's Guard did amazing. These beautiful rice farmers did their best. 73, that's actually pretty good for them. Then these Song crossbows, 178, 270, 110, and 211. That's insane. Pity about that large onager right there. But Riza here, we got here Age of Charlemagne units. 148 for that Tabaduria, 171, 157, 182, 273. I mean, like, that's overall very good on that sally out right there. Then when it comes to those elite archers, 110, 131, 107, and 131. Then just these Umayyad lancers and elephants did not do very well. Smart Hawk here with France. Anything super impressive? Ooh, some Frankish swordsmen at 105. And of course the Charlemagne's Legacy at 213. Looks like 144 on that Axeman. Those Arbalists didn't do much. Nice rice as the Lachamids. He also helped with that sally out a bit. But 147 off the King. 107 with that Kushite Shotalai. And well, with 228. That's amazing. 161 with that Senai. 116, 209, 149 with those Kurdish archers. 230 with that armored camel warrior, and 174. So some overall very good, very close fighting. Basically throwing everything at, including the kitchen sink at them. Basically archers fighting off what remains that infantry. But probably the closest fight they had all stream, and a very good one to cover. I'm glad to cover it, and definitely wasn't falling asleep just due to long work hours. Oh gosh. But I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe. Let me know what you think the greatest splendor was, but I'll be signing off for now. See ya.